we can throw down a Power Cascade on top of this one. Obviously, they can trade off this mountain one, and that's absolutely fine. Because, yeah, you can trade that one away. And technically, I could actually save her life if I really wanted to. The option for me to retreat her is there. This is actually working out perfectly fine against this deck. Hello, everyone. Gomez here for the Land Up channel. Again, another deck for you today. This one, I wanted to make another Lulu deck because since that buff, I just wanted to make another one because one video of Lulu after that buff is not enough. So this one is her with Targon. Let's get into this. So I've called this deck Peak Support because we're actually going to be using Arbiter of the Peak, not because we're using Targon's Peak. So yeah, Arbiter of the Peak, because of how much we're kind of trying just to get down his cost as quickly as possible, of how many things we're supporting, plus the gems and that you can use to, because obviously it's not just with support, it's also every single time you've used a spell on somebody. So to maximize that, we are using Diana and running 3 copies of Power Cascade so that we can Power Cascade our way up things as well. We're most likely not going to be leveling Diana, if I'm going to be honest, in this deck, because we're not really running any Nightfall stuff other than her. There is a slight choice where you could run the other elusive one, so you could run the, I can't think of the damn name of it right now, Night Stalker or something, I think it's called, the 2-cost. The 2-cost one. Why is my mind just like a... There we go. Oh, Shade Stalker. You could technically throw out that one into this deck as well, but I decided not to this time being. I went with the Sparkle Fly because I wanted that chance of healing. Because obviously once you get Lulu on top of this, and if she's leveled, that's like a 5/5 with heals, like elusive damage going in. And I like the idea of that, so that's why I decided to keep that. I'm also running this card. Somebody said to me that they wanted, like, I can't remember, I do apologize, I can't remember who asked me in the comments because it was so long ago. It was so long ago. Somebody in the comments asked me, this was before the Lulu buff, somebody asked me, can I make a deck with this card in, because they really wanted to use it, because obviously its support train idea is actually a really interesting one, and so that's why they're definitely in this deck, because the way that card works, I'll go back onto it, grant the supported ally +2/+2. If it is supporting another thing, then grant that supported thing +2/+2, and that continues. So you can do a massive support train of like this supporting Young Witch, supporting like Pix, supporting Lulu, supporting like that. You do like a big train and just get like 2/2 stat buffs going all the way across the thing. We've got a couple of retreats in here because a number, so Lulu obviously counts in that because retreat is retreat, and then you could just return a free cost with just by costing 1. So there's a number of things that you can put in front of something to block and then bring it back in. So Lulu counts in that kind of like a bracket of being able to replay her really quickly as well. All the elusive kind of stuff is quite nice to do with that. Obviously it feels bad once they've got buffed, but it depends on whether or not you really want to get them out of that situation. Got a couple of Star Shapers in there for heals as well, and so there's that Arbiter of the Peak for those glorious like 6/6 overwhelms. Getting their cost down to basically 0 can be devastating. I would just say that what the games that you're going to see were not streamed, they were just played on my thing, and I will say I'm so sorry to my first opponent. My first opponent was playing, literally the day of recording, this is the day that the Mugwai deck just came out. I didn't actually see his video, but I saw that it was about Kahiri the Returned, and that he was running it with thing, and obviously I made my Kahiri deck with Freljord using War Mother's Call, and so I was just saying like in that like they're using the Mugwai deck. See, look, they should have used mine with Freljord, but honestly, well played to that opponent. You played well. I didn't mean any disrespect, and obviously no disrespect to Mugwai either. He's an amazing content creator. Obviously, the top in YouTube when it comes to Legends of Runeterra, and he's an amazing guy in terms of deck building. So no bad words or anything along that to him or to that part. I didn't mean it was heat at the moment at that moment in time. Been recording for a long time that day, so just wanted to so I do apologize if I sound harsh in that video, but bear in mind, shameless plug, time, Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. If you didn't know already, I do stream on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So you want to come catch the action live, please feel free to. As well as the fact there's a Discord link down below if you want to join the Discord, whereby we've got a lovely community going on there, like deck builders and other other things going on in there. So if you ever have any questions, please feel free to jump in there. There's also a monthly games night and movie night in there. So with so much fun in games, why not consider joining and having a good laugh? But honestly, thank you so much for watching and the support that you give, because literally this channel would be nothing without you guys supporting it. I've got an end of year goal of hitting 5,000 followers / subscribers, and we're well on the way on YouTube. And just from the bottom of my heart, honestly, thank you guys so much. I hope that you enjoy how this deck does. I'm not saying it's a great deck. This is probably still more meme tier than anything ladder tier, but I really want to make another Lulu deck. So let's see how this deck does in a couple of matchups. Okay, wait a minute. Is this gonna be? Didn't Mugwai put out a deck? I don't actually know whether there are champions in it about the returned guy in this. I'm guessing that's what it's gonna be, but I don't 100% know. I don't even know what the hell that whole you know when you just see what the feed, you don't actually bother to watch the video. That's what I did there. I still prefer I still prefer Freljord, but that's a personal taste. I understand. I'm guessing the idea there is using counterfeit copies to make more copies is what my assumption is there. Potentially predict a lot more, so you're much more efficient on that. That's going to be what my guess is as to what they're doing. I seem to hope that it doesn't work out for them. Yeah, so it's a lot of draw, actually. The reason why I like it in Freljord is that Freljord's got a lot of those kind of removal tactics and stuff. I can't remember how much removal stuff is actually in. I mean, obviously PNC's got removal, but I mean it's like bald wiping stuff. Yep, Cav. I wonder who that is. I wonder who that is. It's okay. I just really like using him with War Mother's Call. All the predicts. So they're going elusive in on me, which admittedly, so I do have the witches, but that's not exactly the best defense right now against what this is. Oh, they didn't actually hit the elusiveness on it. So throw a power cascade. I could technically throw another power cascade in there if I really wanted to, but I'm not going to. Nice little quick. I mean, obviously, I'm gonna be throwing picks up. I was gonna say I could use the gem as a quick knife. Oh, actually, no. I'm gonna use you. Let's start increasing Diana's health. That's nice. Willing to go forward like this. Throw that on top of you, just so that if they do try to go for that trade-off, I've got power cascades. Whichever way they decide to go, I've kind of got power cascade. Oh, okay, nicely done, nicely done. So I could retreat her. Why is so much of my mind just going, sod it, go big, go big? My mind for some reason is telling me just go big, sod it. She's not gonna die, but obviously they're not gonna die either. But she's still gonna keep an okay, I say an okay health stat. Her health stat's gonna go back down to where it was, but we can actually use the gem to heal her back up, to heal her just a little bit. So she's gonna be going down to 3. That's okay, I can accept that. We lose the goat! We do have the ability of pulling you out and back in. And actually, that's helped out a lot on the Arbiter. That has helped a lot out on the Arbiter as they do more predicting! Trying to predict, what is his name? Kahiri or whatever his name is. If I do this, it puts me out of a number of things. I'd rather throw the Arbiter out at the moment. It gives me a good defense as well as still allowing me to use retreat if I want to use retreat. So we wait. Another Arbiter! I mean, we want to be throwing you down.
We're in this together.
Yet again, we're in this together. We just want to be, yet again, supporting Diana if we can get there. We could even technically support Pix, then support Diana, and then it starts to do that little bit of a chain and help us get a little bit close. There he is, he's back! Okay, we're going to actually go like this, because then what we're going to do, support, and Hoodafoo's. Just to make it a lot going on here. Support, and so that your cost goes down. We do still have the ability to use Power Cascade if we want to use Power Cascade. I'm okay with all of that because I can just Power Cascade on top of the Arbiter.
Wanna see how it works?
Ooh, okay. I mean, technically, she's probably more the one you'd want to kill. Pix is gonna, Pix is not the bigger threat here, but okay. We could actually just retreat Pix. the lovely thing that we get off of picks is just more. Actually, I don't mind letting picks die here. Angry face emote. Angry face. I think it's because I was taking too much time. I was taking too much time with my decision-making process, which, to be fair, is my bad. So if we can get 2 of these out, oh, the support chain that we can start to make is going to be stupidly funny. More Kahiris! All of the shuffles!
So
okay, he's getting more and more involved. Slowly but surely getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Big part of me thinking, do I just throw out another Arbiter right now?
No breaks till the
I could technically just throw out another Arbiter immediately. Predicting to make him bigger! Let's just see how big they're going to make him. Because I'm guessing they've at least predicted him once. They could predict him. And not like the amount of times they've shuffled him. Oh my god, they didn't get him once! With the amount of times they've shuffled that man in! They didn't hit him once. Okay, I'm just going to throw you out. This is the mounting! Yep. I mean, the comedy and the fact that that's what that deck's all about! And when you don't hit him, especially when you've shuffled so many copies of him in that deck, the second you don't predict... I mean, admittedly, maybe I should have immediately gone forward. I've now given them the chance to get another predict going. So, technically, about how many predicts have they actually done in this game? 3. I don't know whether or not they got another guy out as well. Basically, they've done a lot of them. I think he starts off as a 4/4 stat line. So they've only predicted him once. With all the ones they've shuffled in, it's useless. On to you, and then just let the overwhelmed guys do their thing. We can throw down a Power Cascade on top of this one. Obviously, they can trade off this mountain one. And that's absolutely fine. Because, yeah, you can trade that one away. And technically, I could actually save her life if I really wanted to. The option for me to retreat her is there. This is actually working out perfectly fine against this deck. So, I mean, at the moment, they're dead.
I've seen it all.
They're dead. Still dead. So, yeah, it's this guy. It's this guy you have to throw in front of somebody. It's this guy who needs to go in front of somebody. Because, so, you're basically having to sacrifice...
Out of this world.
This little, it's this one. Literally, your defense, which is letting you die, is this one. If you put that over there, you live on 3. You do live on 3. I could take. I mean, we just go. Whoop. So, Moonlight, guide me.
But they could not.
I mean, this has actually worked out magnificently against my opponent's deck. Oh, I mean, if we would have plussed over here somewhere. Imagine, do you remember when Power Cascade used to give +2 and +1? That would have been lethal, but we just let this go like this. So, all their stuff is dead on their side of the field. And, technically, I guess we could have saved one of our Arbiters if we really wanted to. But all of our stuff is getting very buffed right now. Very buffed up, and we've got heals for days. You can throw down your Kahiris, but literally, you haven't predicted them that much. You can only throw 1 down in a turn. I mean, you can predict and potentially make him a lot bigger, but that is what that is. It's a lot of risk. It's a lot of risk to be playing the guy, and that's what I mean. That's why I prefer the Freljord version that I made, where you're using War Mother's Call, because then he's just coming out. He's just coming out, and then, like I said, the more times you predict in the bet, you're not having to pay that cost. It's a good deck. I'm not going to say it's a good deck, and it's an interesting way of using him with that, but it is very much like I prefer the Freljord one because you've got removal tactics getting you to that point in terms of the fact that you've got avalanches, you've got ice charge, you've got so many things. So you've had to pay 6 to play. You've had to pay 6 to put him on the board, and at the end of the day, like that's a lot of mana. That's a lot of like mana to pay for him, and then okay, that's fine. Like, because I mean, with what I've got on the board right now, Diana can actually just straight up trade with him. We go forward next turn, and that's pretty much lethal. Like, there's not a lot that my opponent can do with them. So Skyway, honestly, really well played. Really well played. I'm just going to throw that in front of that because there's no reason not to at this moment in time, right? Because I've got the ability of... I could Power Cascade, but it's not going to kill this. That one's dying. And then we just go wide on this field of play with all of these support stuff. Supporting the supports! It is, yeah, so grant a support, which is if they have a support, grant it support, and continue this about all the successive supports. So it's just all about support. It's absolutely fine. 1 man to make a copy of him again. That's fine. More copies! Like, hopefully, if you get a predict mechanic, you might be able to make him slightly bigger. But by then, it's gonna be too late. you, supporting you, supporting you. We could actually technically support Diana again just to get her even more crazy stat-wise, but there's not a lot my opponent can do. Shenamo, I can't. So they use Spirit Fire. It's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough, but honestly, Shenamo, good luck playing that Mugwai deck, and yeah, I hope it gets you some wins elsewhere, but sadly, not against me today! That's what I'm talking about! Oh, gameplay with Sej! Oh, we know you well, and I know how powerful that deck is, and that deck is insanely powerful. I've got a lot of support kind of stuff that's going to help with Lulu, and obviously you're going to help with support. Got Diana in hand potentially to grab something off the field of play. There's Lulu. This is not the best. I'd be lying if I said that this is legitimately all the situations that I need to see right here. It's honest to God not. So I can't defend that elusive even by playing the elusive. So my main concern is going to be parlay, if I'm going to be honest. I'm going to go with the gamble. Yeah, again, this gives them another chance to potentially find parlay or something along those lines. I really want to play the Mentor of the Stones, but I honest to God feel counter is coming. I might have I've overplayed my hand. Yep, I overplayed my hand. Overplayed! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. On the plus side, you're becoming big. If nothing else, you're becoming big. So, we supported somebody. Somebody received support. We've got all of those. So, okay, right, I've got Plunder Monkey coming out at me. I'm okay with that. So, coming back at me again. Helping that Sej and Gangplank level. I can accept it. I can accept this. It's a lot of damage to accept, but I accept it. I'm gonna throw Lulu out. I'm gonna throw Lulu out. So, it's big, it's big, it's big, it's big. It's big. We want to throw out the Young Witch. Throwing out the Young Witch just so we can get the level up on top of Lulu. Okay, we can at least throw you out. We still have the Power Cascade option. And also, like, so what we're going to do here is you're supporting you, who's supporting you. And we grab at least one of these. And then we can power, actually, yeah, we can power Cascade on top of, we can Pale Cascade on top of her. Which it's just gonna help us out, okay? I can accept these options. So we power Cascade on top of that. So boom, it's all good. Throw that Power Cascade down. Moonlight guide you. And we get another Power Cascade. What? No, this game's not over yet. It's only just begun! I mean, that was really well, that was great play. That was great play! Oh my God, I don't know what you are, but I love you. I don't know what this is. But I'm already excited to play against it. Okay, right, so I want to keep one of my retreats. But actually, that's not too bad. I wish I was attacking turn 2 because then I could have thrown out Pix and Flower Child. Like, I'm going to throw Flower Child out. At least let them do some damage in. But, I wish I was attacking turn 2 because that way I would have got some support going in for Lulu. Would have been quite nice. At this moment in time, it's looking like, yeah, I mean, if they're not going to do anything, I mean, is it too much of a gamble to play Lulu on this? Was it too much of a gamble to play this little man? I'm going to play this little man. I'm not actually going to play Lulu because it allows me to still have retreat if I wish to use retreat. Oh my God, I love it. I love this. I love it. I'm going to go with increasing your stats. Right, so we're going like this because what I really want to do is I want to increase the health stat of the Flower Child because their attack is going to go up every single time they're supported. Pix might die here. Pix might die here, but there was nothing I could do to increase Pix's damage. I could save Pix's life. If I really wanted to, I could save Pix's life. Do I want to? I've got to ask myself that question. Probably not. We'll leave Pix to die. Pix, do the risks! Lulu, potentially going into you next turn. There's Zoe. I could hush her, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna go with what I think is the better plan here, which is play you, So we'll take it. Well, mostly because I have to. Potentially, we could see a Equinox on top of the Flower Child. Wouldn't be what I want to see. Actually, technically, I guess I could do retreat and bring it back. It would lose the stats it's got currently, but at least it would still be able to gain stats. Okay. Doggo. Okay, right. So what we want to do here is, boom, throw you guys out. So then support. I wish I could get you involved in this, because actually you'd be really good counter for Zoe, but I've still got that Hush, although the Hush is looking like it's most likely going to hit the assembly bot. But what we want to do is we want to go, you, supporting you. Yes. Because that way, Lulu's health stat is just going to go quite insane. That's the nice bit about that. If they target anyone with some form of damage spell... No! Hush was the one thing I didn't need to see! Okay, Hush is quite devastating because that does just take away a lot from what the plan was. I feel like that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to keep this... As much as he wants to keep it open to kill... what's her face? I've got an elusive, so as much as he wants to kill Zoe, I feel it's somewhat okay here. Because I'm going to throw the assembly bot on top of this little man. Potentially they could throw Doggo. Okay, no, I was going to say they throw Doggo over here, but no, yep. We hush this. One assembly bot down! And now my problem is Zoe, but I do have a young witch that can deal with that in the future, so I'm fine with that move. That's why, so I could have got a young witch up, but oh no! Okay, that's quite devastating. That is well played. Well played there, making sure the assembly bot is still going to stay alive. Now, so young witch, if they could just, I've got 2 young witches now, which is quite good. I can let the stats go insane. So what I want to do is I want to throw you out first. Woo! I'm gonna go with saving your life, because I don't want to allow, I can't, for some weird reason, a big part of me wants to keep the Flower Child as a thing. So I'm gonna burst speed you off. I'm going to defend you. And then throw this one out. So that I've got somebody who's gonna defend my. So if they threw down Hush, we've still got somebody who can defend Zoe. On the assembly bot! So much of me wants. There's so much of me that wants to do so many things here. Like I would love to get a Flower Child involved. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna save your life. You, supporting you. Let's go! No, I said that I could do that, but that is just too good not to do. What have we used? What spells have I used the Hush. I'm gonna get hushed on. I'm gonna get hushed. I do still have a retreat if needed. But yeah, no, they're gonna. Ah, there it is! Okay, I can save her life. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. I can save! I guess I'll take that. The elusive one still stays alive. We're doing damage in other places. I will take this because, yeah, that kind of works for me. I'll do it. Okay, so throw Flower Child out here. I feel like we can do this. A big part of me, maybe I should have had the Flower Child out on the board. I might end up regretting not playing it. The main... Oh, Whimsy for you! Oh, Whimsy on this. We will kill this. We will kill this bot. So, okay, this healed in their core. Like literally that. Oh, this could say this. Right, so you're going. Why, hello there. As we go. Whoop. Right now, I guess we throw you in front of this. It's harder for them to kill. I mean, obviously they could throw down. I mean, I do have a retreat. I feel like I'm willing to do that move. If they go for trying to kill you, then I said I've got the retreat. Whoa! Well, I mean, Zoe's still dying here at the moment. Okay, Zoe's no longer dying. They're gonna potentially level Zoe. They potentially are gonna be That's the level up. Okay, right. That is the level up on Zoe. I can still retreat you. You will live! Well, just because we want to keep the support train going. So by doing this, we're just keeping the support. Oh my god, god, the support train's gonna be amazing! Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this, though? I mean, the fact that we even got another whimsy if it was needed. It's not gonna be needed, but the option was there if it was needed. We go! I could have technically thrown down this. I could have made you vulnerable if I really wanted to. I chose not to because I feel they can't stop it all. They can't stop it all. They could get away. They can't. No. You can't stop all of this. There's the hush. That's fine. That's fine. She still lives. That's the. Shadow vote to my opponent. Really well played, honestly. You played. I mean, there's gonna be a surprise. Yeah. No. I feel like they're still dead. But literally, the whole board of support. Shadow vote to my opponent. Honestly, really well played. That was a really interesting deck you were playing as well. I do love an assembly bot deck, but we're whimsy. Twisted Fate Fizz. I mean, I love the fact that it's still going on, right? I love the fact that Twisted Fate Fizz, just people won't let it die. I'm gonna keep this hand. It's actually a very elusive hand. I'm gonna throw down the flight because why the hell not at this point? Potentially, I was gonna say potentially direct kill. I mean, an elusive for an elusive, or do I just wait on you because then I can throw down the young witch? Part of me feels like, although I could swap an elusive for an elusive, what I'm thinking here is, but look at me now! We throw down the goat. What I want to do next turn is potential. So I could just trade this. But I might as well, right? Because otherwise they're just going to trade with the young witch anyway. So I will sacrifice my draw. So that, like, obviously, once you throw down a young witch, then they throw down their elusive. It's kind of, I'm not in the best place. Or do we just throw down a Mentor of the Stones and start letting the goat go stupid? Because that option is also there. I'm gonna let the goat go stupid. Let's send the goat into the stratosphere. I'm just gonna go honestly just throwing everything on the goat. With this hand right now, I'm just gonna go putting all on goat. Put my bet forward, everything on goat. That is gonna be the plan right now. Always bet on goat. Big man goat. Jerry most likely goes in front of goat. I knew it!
So ordinary.
Okay, right. So that gives me gems, which means that I've got a quick activator for Diana, but we don't want to play her just yet. Next turn, I'm thinking Sparkle Fly to defend myself against Fizz, but also against the Poro bot. Mostly Fizz right now. We'll take that damage. I could heal up the goat so that it can take some damage. Like, it could go into the ballistic bot. So I could throw 2 gems into the goat. That deck does run a lot of removal as well. Oh, there's Twisted. That's fine. I mean, that's all of their mana. All of their mana has been spent here, obviously, other than one which still allows them to use the ignition. But I want to go like this. Oh, that's actually your full health stat. Don't worry about it. This just means that I'm stopping Fizz, and then I can get Diana out next turn. Actually, I've got all the Dianas. Oh, I didn't even. Why did I not notice I had all the Dianas? So all the Dianas just means that I could next turn potentially grab Twisted Fate. Or do I want to take the? Or do I want to take the ballistic bot at this moment in time? So Lulu as well. Just everyone's coming out to play. It means I could potentially grab Twisted. I need to think to myself, do I want to play somebody else? Because obviously right now, I do actually have the ability of using like power cascades and whatnot. If I play, say, Lulu, that's yet again just spanking all of my mana. They could still have a Mystic Shot. Just use some mana. Get yourself out of Mystic Shot territory. Why wouldn't you get yourself out of Mystic territory? So much of me wants to play Lulu right now. Like, so much of me, but I honestly feel like I need to keep the Power Cascade option open. Because if they've got a Mystic Shot in hand, because that deck does run a lot of removal, I've got to know that I can. So, Mystic?
Be sorry.
I knew it! So, that is the reason we didn't throw, because if we'd thrown Lulu down, it would have spanked all of my mana. It would have meant that I literally had no way, like, because obviously I would have thrown that down, had no mana, then they would have Mystic Shotted her, so I would have had no way of getting what's-his-face immediately. some problem. Actually, no, because that we did gem. Yeah, so Fizz is also down. We used the goat in the conflict, but literally they got draw going for them, and obviously the burble fish could come out, but it's okay. I feel somewhat okay at this moment in time. Like a little bit of me feels okay. We can get through this. We can beat this Twisted Fate Fizz. We can beat this person who won't let the past die. We can beat them. Still a good deck, to be fair to them. All in or draw. Okay. So what I'm thinking to myself is throw you out because the Sparkle Fly defends me against the Poro right now. Defends me against the Poro. They don't want to do anything. So what I want to do is throw Lulu down. Next turn, I'm looking at a potential like goat into young witch situation. Now, admittedly, my opponent is going to be drawing a lot. Potentially could draw some removal spells, but I just need to hope that they don't. Potentially level Lulu next turn. Save the mana. I'm gonna need it. Twisted Fate is not who I need to see right now. So I'm gonna throw you out. I could have technically gemmed her up first, but I've still got a power card. Like if Twisted Fate red card does come out, I do actually still have the ability to save her life. Oh, bubble! I want a young witch. The problem is I should have gemmed before throwing out the young witch now, because as I said, yet again, Twisted Fate could drop with red card, now it's killing both of those. So what I should have done is I should have gemmed and then threw her out, because then I could have saved you through the power cascade. So mistakes have been made. I'm going to convince myself that even if Twisted Fate red card drops, I'm okay. I'm not okay. Yeah, so if we would have obviously used the like that, I'm going to accept it. Mostly because I have to. But you know, we could have, like, that gives me the ability to hook, which is at least okay. So if we would have healed her, we could have power cascaded her past that point, but I don't mind replaying her because at least this time we get the hook. So we get old Captain Hook! And with Captain Hook, that does mean, so what I want to do here is gem you up, support this, throw you out to grab this, and put the goat into the mix just because Sonic put the goat into the mix. That is fine. So we get the level up on top of Lulu. We've got damage coming in from the elusive. We've got all these things. It's going to be quite hard for them to deal with. Obviously, if they've got damage spells... Oh! Ho, ho! Okay. Not ideal. Not ideal. But it's okay. It's okay because technically, see, if we would have gemmed her up one more time, but I just thought I didn't think it was necessary. But it's okay. We lose Diana, but we've still got an okay board state. They're on half health. We've still got elusive defense, so we've still got the ability to defend ourselves. If they don't immediately attack forward, we can start putting Lulu's like kind of thing on top of these to save. Oh, this was a timelines deck. It looks so standard, Twisted Fate Fizz! Why the hell is the timeline something coming out of nowhere? That was actually the most unexpected thing here. I was not expecting to see timelines. Like, who, like... We've not seen anything from that! Okay. We can still... So, I'm gonna save your life, and I'm just gonna throw a gem on top of this. I'm gonna leave me the ability to potentially hush. See what they're gonna go. Oh, mind meld! That's a big ass mind meld as well. That's a big ass mind meld! It's okay, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I can convince myself that every little thing is gonna be alright. Mainly because I've got a hush, like, so hush is somewhat making me feel a little bit better about the situation. We could get a little bit more heals coming in. Only a tiny amount, but it's okay. Oh, that's a big amount of heals right here. So we let them do their attack, because here and well, hello there, and then we just go because we want to make sure that we kill this guy. Admittedly, Lulu might die in the conflict, but at this moment in time, we go down to 10. They're on 10. We're on 10. It's okay. We've still got an elusive. We heal you up a little tiny bit. We have a little tiny bit. Potentially star shaping next turn could help us out here. That was a big move. That was a big move from my opponent there. Okay, so let's see what we get. Ooh! The ability to actually significantly help some people out. I feel like I need to have the elusive covered. Or do we want to grab one of theirs? Do we want to make one of theirs vulnerable? Like that's also an option so that we can start to grab some of their elusive away from them. I'm going to take save, making sure that Lulu's okay for the time being.
No breaks till the next
We're going making sure that she's okay. We've still got the ability to star shaping if we need it. Got some gems. So I expect to see. Oh, there's time. Like so, more elusivity. Oh, the elusives! It's okay. We can get past this. We can get past. So we know they've used one mind meld. Because I can actually technically heal up Lulu. So I probably should have made somebody vulnerable. Their elusives now are no longer becoming elusive. So you, supporting you. Let's go! Damage! Damage coming in, like they're gonna have to start deciding, am I gonna defend or am I not? So, right, that's fine, because I can still technically heal you. They're gonna take it! They're willing to take it! And go all the way down to 1 now. Admittedly, I said, elusive damage is devastating. I've only got one thing that defends me elusively. I wish I would have kept the lifesteal one alive right now, because the lifesteal one would have meant that I at least would be getting lifesteal. Okay, so I've actually got heals, so I can actually technically go less than this. Go down to 4. It's okay. They've only got 1 health left themselves. Still got the abilities. It's okay. You know, we've still got. So I feel like actually what I want to do is just in case that's a damage spell, I just want to throw this in here. And actually, you know what, Sonic? We're gonna go straight in just in case whatever this is. Oh my god! I mean, you know, I'll take it. I'll take the Great Beyond. I'll take the Great Beyond here. Throw down picks on it. So that just means now. So pass the turn. Throw down a barrier to make sure that that young witch is still gonna be secure. Yeah, throw down barrier. No, because we're gonna throw down. Twisted back this, but honestly, Shenamo, I'm really well played. That was a great game. I was not expecting the timelines. So that is the peak support deck. As you can see, if your opponent allows it to snowball, this deck can really snowball really quickly, and it's really nice. I'm not saying this is the optimum build. There's definitely a few things that you could change in this. Maybe getting yourself a little bit more draw, or putting in that other elusive unit that I said to go in a lot more elusively with damage. But I do really like the way this is working, and yes, it's not the best, but it's fun to play, and that's always what Gomez is all about. So I hope that you enjoyed watching those. Bear in mind that obviously you can catch me live on Twitch on Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Thursdays. If you want to come by, just say hello. I do love it whenever you guys say I've come over, I came over from your YouTube. It's an amazing feeling when you're live streaming just to see that. So thank you if you decide to do that. There's also the Discord link down below. There's a monthly games night and movie night in that Discord. So if you're having a good time, why not consider those options? But yeah, just thank you so much for watching. Hope that you thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your support. Hope you have a great day, afternoon, evening, or whatever it is for you. Until next time, bye.
Flash of brilliance that could save me. Save me! That doesn't save me. Okay. Is there anything from you? Save me. That doesn't save me. Okay. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Find something that can save me.